So, Brian McEwen with Golden Arrow. We are at the 2017 Silver and Gold Summit, San Francisco, California. Brian, we've been with your company for a while. We actually brought it to the fore when it was on our mastermind only, which is kind of our top tier, higher risk subscribers to the Morgan Report. And they had an opportunity to kind of get in, and we've watched the stock price do extremely well, and then of course the markets being what they are, things have gone down for a while. So I'm going to take us back about 6 months or so for people that aren't familiar with Golden Resources, what you've been doing, where we are presently, and what you see for the future.
Yeah, you know, it's been a pretty tough 6 months, but you know, you look at what we've actually accomplished over that period of time, and it's actually pretty impressive. We have had a deal with Silver Standard that was consummated in May of last year, and that was put us into the realm of producers now. So now we get 25% cash flow of that joint venture. Part of the reason that I think that we've stalled along that way, at least talking to shareholders, that we haven't had the permit yet to actually get into mining. That is like days away right now, so I think that that's a very positive thing. That deal put about $15 million US into our coffers, so we're very well cashed up right now. So we're approaching the point right now, once the mine gets up and running, which we're still looking in the second half of next year, we'll be getting cash flow from that. We're currently getting cash flow from the processing of the stockpiles at Perquitas. So that's really taking care of itself, so we just sit back and collect the checks there. And then we've got some very exciting exploration projects. We've just kind of got on the ground last week and next week on our two main projects, and we're looking at some extremely exciting opportunities. You know, when you've got that money, when you've got money and you've got money coming in, it opens up doors as a junior company, and that's where we are right now. And you know, it's been a tough go, and you know, we've watched our share price go like that, like everybody else. But I think that we're going to see a turnaround here in the near future, and things look pretty rosy.
Well, tell me more. I mean, you know, you're not a silver analyst, I am, but obviously you wouldn't be in that business unless you were a believer. So what's the company's outlook on silver over the next few years?
Well, that's a really good question. You know, the silver, you know, we've done everything at $19, $18.50, thinking that, you know, the price is really going to go up and it's going to be a lot better for us, and that hasn't materialized yet. But you know, listening to this, you know, other people like yourself and that have a more positive outlook. But one of the things that's happened in going through the valuations at Chinchillas is looking at the lead and the zinc. I mean, we did our pre-feasibility study at 85-cent zinc, and now it's $1.45. Mm-hmm. And you know, lead, we did it, I think it was 85 cents as well. It's I don't know what it is, $1.20 or something. So that's got a huge impact on the bottom line as well. But you know, I'm a believer, the company's a believer. We're looking for precious metals, and hopefully things will get better.
Well, it's interesting to bring up the zinc side, because Chris, who's been with us for quite some time, was the first to bring to my attention that we're facing a squeeze in zinc. Mm-hmm. Of course, we were before any bank analysts caught on to the story, and we have a pick there with good silver credits that's done quite well. In fact, recently was hitting a new high, which is pretty unusual in this industry to have a stock in the mining sector hitting a high. But so where do you see your company going? I mean, you've got Perquitas, you've got cash flow, you're kind of under the radar, which means in a positive way that it isn't one of those companies that does a lot of, let's say, promotional type of activity, kind of earn your way into investors' consciousness. What do you see?
The corporate plan for the company right now is to break the company apart, is to have the production from Perquitas and Chinchillas, and for that group to look for more production, and then spin all the exploration projects into a company called New Gold and Exploration. Very good projects, as well as other ones we're looking at. Put some money in it, and then kind of that go after the venture capital crowd and try to build that again, and have Golden Arrow keep going more on the path to production. We are currently looking at several producing entities where we can get in as an investor, or helping some distressed where it doesn't take a lot of money, but we will get cash back. So I think that's going to be a very positive thing for the company as well going forward.
Put some rocks in your wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
But I have to address it, so I'm going to put it on your plate for a while. What about country risk?
Well, we've been working in Argentina for 24 years. I've only been with the company now 5 years, but prior to my being there, the company has had very good successes in Argentina. And in the last year, that's what my job there is, to look for new opportunities. And we've got a project in Chile that hopefully that's something's going to happen, and I'm going down there this week to have another look at that. Looked at some other things in the U.S. I mean, we're comfortable in Argentina. It's gotten better with the new government, but we're not that's not the only place we're looking. So we're any place we can find something and move it forward.
So how do you look at Argentina, risk-wise? You wouldn't be there. I mean, obviously, that's an opinion. I mean, we look at the Fraser Institute, and they rank them all, and that's still just an opinion. I mean, this whole thing is subjective. And, of course, we favor companies that are in more than one jurisdiction, like you're telling us. Obviously, that's, a no-brainer. If you got 3 or 4 or whatever countries, then obviously you're spread out and you have less risk. But really, I think it's overstated from my opinion, but, I want to hear it from you. And that in some cases it will keep the share price down because the risk is perceived to be greater than it is.
Well, there's no doubt about that. Argentina, there is an Argentinian discount, if you like, but with the government that was elected 2 years ago, or a year ago, sorry, there's changes. It takes a while to make those changes. And just recently, last month, there was another election which was all at the Senate level, and all of the backers of Macri's government were, so it got stronger and stronger. People do want to see the development there, and it's becoming more stable from that point of view. And they're looking for investment, and I think Argentina is a good place right now, and it'll get better. I mean, who knows what will happen in 10 years when it goes through another cycle or whatever. Sure. But for the time being, I compare that to, some of the other places in South America, Bolivia and Venezuela and places like that. Argentina's, I know it sits on the Fraser Institute, but we've been working there, like I said, 24 years, 25 years now, and without any real problems.
Right. Okay. Well, I think it's, just to reiterate a bit of what you said, I think that the current government entity is more pro-mining than it's been in some time. And that's favorable.
Absolutely.
And usually those things don't change overnight. It's a process, and the process, I think, is in our favor. So, well, we wish you the best of luck. We've had that golden arrow pretty much from the inception.
Yeah, I know.
We've watched the ride. So I think 2018 will be a good year for the metals overall, and I think that it'll accelerate in the subsequent years. I'm looking for some real strong action in 2019-20.
I sure hope so.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks so much.
Thank you, David.
Hello, I'm David Morgan, publisher of The Morgan Report, and as some of you may already know, The Morgan Report is about money, metals, and mining. In fact, we cover all resources, from rare earth elements to precious metals. I've been publishing on the internet for about 20 years. My primary passion is to help people build and preserve their wealth. I love to make people millionaires. I've helped thousands of people via our research in The Morgan Report, which has thousands of paid members and 10 times that amount on our free weekly updates. Here's what you'll receive from our free newsletter: to-the-point webinars, weekly analysis of the financial markets, interviews and our conference schedule, special reports such as riches and resources, and various metals price forecasts. Our paid service client base is primarily small to medium-sized business owners, professionals in the industry, or the seasoned investor who understands markets and the value of precious metals. My area of expertise includes equity analysis throughout the resource sector, energy metals, base metals. We cover startups to billion-dollar corporations. We focus on a special sector that makes money regardless of price oscillations, and the importance of precious metals due to the ongoing currency devaluations. Our team of 3 analysts and support staff can help you build and protect your wealth. It's important for you to know what other people have said. We're passionate about what we do. High integrity and trust. Tell the truth and own it. If we're wrong, we admit it. Take a long-term outlook with major assets, and bet a little to win a lot with speculative situations. If you choose to become a client, you will gain financial insights very few, even professionals, recognize. You'll understand the importance of honesty in our financial system. You will understand how the money system influences almost everything in your life. You'll be prepared for the ongoing currency crisis. And finally, I've chosen to make my life's mission greater than the individual, which means my mission statement is to teach and empower people to understand the benefits of an honest monetary and financial system. It's been a great journey so far, and the best gains in this sector lie ahead over the next 3 to 5 years. I'm fortunate to have earned the status of being a leading authority in my field in helping others protect their wealth. You can email me at support@themorganreport.com or call my office at 480-325-0230.